now we're going to actually enter into this mission space. Matt Wilson is going to jump the gun, kill this guy. This truck is actually present earlier in the mission, and it plays an important part at the end. Here's some early combat that we're working on. This is all still pre-alpha. And Matt's going to run up and try and throw a little stun grenade into the fray and get a little advantage off of these guys. Once again, even though we're an MMO in a fully persistent state world, we're not a compromised shooter. If you've played Rainbow Six Vegas, Halo, any of the standard shooters, you're going to be right at home in our title. And then we layer on top of that a series of skills. I mentioned object interaction earlier. You'll see that actually happening on this door here. Since he's a Spec Ops character, he can just open, but we also nested a breach action, which can get into the door and surprise the AI. Now, our AI are also not typical MMO AI. They can create cover, like that half-height soft cover he just created. They'll also have hard cover objects, environment reactions, the ability to work as a team, flank, take commands from a leader. It's pretty impressive. It's a series of modular sensors, goals, and actions related to smart objects to let us set stuff up. Now, operatives are an amazing system, and you actually get to take them with you into the field as backup, kind of like Chloe in 24. If you have the right op with you, these operative moments will make themselves available. In this case, a little steam pipe distraction. Now this allows you to get the jump on these guys, or your friend to. You could have just run in and shot these guys, but your ops gain experience every time they do stuff for you, and when they gain experience, they get better. So you're going to be encouraged to do this. You saw some of these effects here. Javier Ojeda joined our team from Call of Duty 4 and brings a great deal of passion, and it's really amazing to see the work that he's putting in. So as we make it through here, we're actually going to find out what DOS Committee's doing, a little foreshadowing in the mission. What they're doing is planting basically bombs on support pillars throughout these catacombs underneath the embassy, and you're going to have to stop them. Unfortunately, this first one that they get to, Sophia's not quite prepared to take out, which means she's probably going to get disabled here in a second, I think. So, luckily we have a field medic with us. Now, he could have been a field technician, which means he could have dropped a checkpoint earlier in the level, so we could have actually had a better restart point in case somebody died without having to go all the way back to the beginning. Now, as he clears out the enemies, we're going to revive Sophia, and then we're going to split the team up to take 2 alternate routes to the main chamber at the end, where we have the final encounter. Now that she's back into the action, we're actually going to be moving towards these gates. James is going to give them a little combat emote to direct them that way. We're also going to have, of course, full voice chat, text chat, quick chat commands that are all really well balanced on the PS3 controller, which we've been balancing towards from the very beginning. So Matt's going to take this route by himself because he is the combat specialty, which means he's able to take more damage and deal more damage more quickly. So as they make it into this main chamber, I mentioned that all our missions are repeatable and that everybody should be able to complete them, even if they're solo, if they're a little smart. If you can protect all 4 pillars, you're on your way to getting a gold. That's really hard. If you just protect one, you definitely get a bronze. So a smart agent, like say a field tech, drops down a turret to cover one firing arc, while he plants himself covering the other angle on this area here.